pictures until it's centered right in the middle. And mosaic, you can add paints, overlap, how much overlap you want between the panels. You can do up to as many panels as you want here. And like I said, come back here, if we click on our little guide button over here, that's how we get into our guide scope. You actually click on this graph here, and that will bring us into this menu. And you can actually this little arrow here brings up your graph, and if we click this arrow, these little refresh arrows here, it starts our guide camera. When we're ready to start guiding, we just click the little plus button here, and it actually has multi-star guiding. Yeah.
What's that top button for?
Which one?
Is that where you reset your guiding?
Oh, up here, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, this button up here, if you want to recalibrate before your session starts, you can do that. Which, like I said, most mounts, you probably, it's a good idea to recalibrate. Just, it does seem to do well. Just 3 minutes, so I'll do. Yeah, and we can see our graph, we can change stuff like our aggression here. We can clear our graph if we just want to clean graph, whatever. So yeah, the real game changer, like I said, is the stacking of the images on the mobile device. So if we go in here, we can click on our DSO stacking. Go here to DSO stacking, and that brings up this menu here. We can actually choose lights from any of the modes that we were in here. We can go auto run, we can go to live. We want to just find the files here, just select the files that we want. You can add darts if you want, whatever. Just whenever you're done, you click process, it stacks it, and it took 1.5 minutes to stack 5 images. So that's without darts or anything. I actually did stack one with darts. It took about 3 minutes, but I only stacked like 5 darts. You can find all those in here, in your folder. It just makes a folder called stack. So you have access to it. And that's another thing about the ASI Air. It keeps everything nice and organized for you. And we can go here to lunar surface and choose your video. Like when we were in video mode, that's how you take a picture of the moon. You normally, like I said, take a picture, you just do a video. So you can come in here to the videos, choose video, and it will have set a line point and stack. It took 6 minutes to stack up a 1 minute video, and then it made a folder called planetary. Right there for me, I didn't have to do anything. And here's image stack without bars. Like I said, here's the amp flow. So you really want to use darts if you have any kind of amp flow in your and here's the linear stack. There's actually 3 different ASI Airs out right now. Which one should you get? Well, the ASI Air Pro. Alright, so the ASI Air Pro has basically, you can't get this one. From what I can see, it's been discontinued and replaced by the ASI Air Plus. But you can probably still find one that you use. Like I said, it offers 32 gigs of internal storage on this card here, and here, and basically here is like what it does offer on the Plus. You have live, this tells you everything you got plugged in, the exact volts of everything coming out, which the Pro doesn't have. This comes with the Plus here, so. And the price of the XIR Pro, you can probably find one used for $250, maybe $200 now. The XIR Plus, they've actually added a USB Type-C port on there for transferring your files here, so you plug it straight into your computer. It doesn't offer the thumb drive like on the Pro, but it has this new eMMC storage, which is supposed to protect your data better and be a little faster. Which on the Pro too, you'll have to, that little memory card that comes with it, you really want to back that up. You get the Pro. On the newer ones, the Plus, they supposedly don't have to back them up like that. In case it fails on you or something on the Pro, you can have to find all your device basically if you back that up. We have a power switch still. It does offer a little easier access to the reset button. You can see it here, but there's a reset button there. Improved range, they actually added an antenna on the Plus, so if you're just looking to get one of these, if you don't really care to spend the money, I would go with the Plus. They do offer the ASIR Mini, which is just like a Plus, but a little smaller version. And on the Plus, they actually have, you can get a 32 gig or 256 gig internal storage. So the one with the 32 gig is 300 and the 256 gig is 400. But with the Mini, you're not going to be able to do really, I mean, you probably could do planetary imaging, but they only offer USB 2.0 ports, so if you're looking to do planetary imaging, I'll just go with either a Pro or a Plus. This one's basically just the same as the Plus. It's got the 4 DC volt outputs. It's just 2 on one side, 2 on the other. There's no power switch on this one though, so you just plug it in and go. And it's the most budget-friendly option at $199. So if you're just wanting to try this thing out, so you can just go with one of these if you're on something real quick, grab and go. But it's not going to be your best option for planetary and stuff like that. It's got the antenna too, so with the Pro too, you can actually connect a Wi-Fi extender to your rig to kind of give you a little more range there. But another thing, I really like how you plug in your SD card in the computer, everything's nice and labeled for you. You got all your different folders here. I know before I used the ASIR Pro, it was always about keeping everything like organized and like labeled. So it does a really good job of even labels, the bias darks, everything, and even your light frames, all your different targets, everything. And then basically most DSLRs are going to work with this thing. I know I'm not really sure the exact models, but I did put the ones that have been tested up here, but for the most part, they are going to work. But no astronomy cameras other than ZWO cameras will work with things. So, pros and cons. Pros are it's lightweight, it's easy to use. you're limited on, certain things. You can't run multiple cameras, using it would be a separate device, stuff like that you can do on the computer. And basically less time spent outside of the stars, which I call lazy is strongest. You just get lazy. You just get used to like going out and pushing the star button. And it's really easy to fall into your routine and not try to learn new things. But other than that, the pros definitely outweigh the cons of this thing. And any troubleshooting, just basically make sure you're updated on your firmware, how the power cords are plugged in right. You have a strong Wi-Fi signal. Like I said, if you're going with the Pro, you can use like a Wi-Fi extender, which is what I use, and it reaches like a good 40 yards. Make sure your polar alignment's good. Check everything on your camera settings. Look up some guys online. Contact CWO if you need to. But all the information for your device is going to be found like on the back side of this. That's your Wi-Fi password, everything like that. Any other resources, you can again go to the CWO website. Peter's and Lingo on YouTube actually does some really good videos on everything about the ASI Air Pro, how to do every little feature. With the Lazy Geek, it has some really good on-live stacking videos, so if you guys want to check that out, you can. Cloudy Nights forums, just ask around social media groups. If you have a question, I know there's a group on Facebook, ASI Air Users Group. Type in YouTube, anything to do with ASI Air. But yeah, what made me switch was just the plate solving. I always had trouble getting my stuff connected to the computer, and for some reason it just didn't want to plate solve. It would take like one picture, and I don't know if I had to drive it wrong or something, but it was always a frustrating thing. So actually, when I first got this thing, it felt really like weird and alien. It was like this. It felt like a cheap version of a computer, but once I got everything connected and play solved and did everything like perfect, I was just like really blown away by it. But yeah, and the wireless imaging, being able to, walk around, walk away from the scope, and keep an eye on my intersection. And I saw all the awesome reviews, basically see most people are using one nowadays, it seems like. But yeah, it's a great product for the price and everything it does. It can definitely enhance, your outreach, doing workshops and stuff like that. It really simplifies everything. It's a pretty quick learning curve, I know I might have kind of confused some of the stuff there, but it's really easy to pick up and learn. So if you guys happen to win that one over there, you'll have to at least get it plugged in and stuff. And yeah, I'm super excited to see what new updates they come out with. Hopefully, like I said, they'll let you start using other cameras with this thing. Opens the door for overwhelming cameras. I would definitely recommend it. So I did want to. Okay, so when you go to plug in your devices here, sorry, I skipped over this. You want to use these blue ports here for your camera and your thumb drive, just so you'll have the quickest transfer speed. This is the 3.0 port here, and you can connect your mount into here, and your guide scope if you need to, or use this extra port for like a new gear or something like that. But yeah, basically it. I just really want to shed a touch on where to actually plug things in. If you're using the Star Tracker, you can connect an SD4 cable in here and just plug straight into the Star Tracker there. And everything else will be the same on there. You'll just have to turn dithering on RA. But other than that, that's all I got. Hopefully, you guys got something out of this. Thanks.
For the stacking or live stacking, does it derotate the images for altazimuth mounts?
Does it derotate?
For altazimuth, yeah, to eliminate the field rotation before stacking.
No, it won't. You gotta use the EQ mount, I guess.
So it doesn't work with altazimuth mounts?
You would,
It should work with it may crop it, it should work with all as well, but, due to.
But it has to be rotated every 3 seconds or so.
No, it'll take the best fit, whatever fits out of all of them for your livestock, and then clip off a little bit here and there, so your edges of your frames maybe.
So it'll just be streaked, it'll just streak it, the stars.
It doesn't start on when it stops, that's what it does.
But on an altazimuth mount, the field is
yeah,
constantly
you're gonna see
rotating.
some streaks
Yeah.
over time.
So it'll just streak it up, it doesn't
Yeah.
derotate it. You have to derotate the images before you stack them. Yeah,
Yeah, probably. I don't think it gives you the option to
right.
rotate during the stack.
And does it do solar, lunar, and planetary auto guiding? Can it auto guide on the sun, moon, and planets?
Yeah, I think so.
That'd be on Blackwater.
Auto guiding only works in live auto and live.
Like traditional auto guiding is on stars, but if you want to auto guide on a planet, does it support that?
Yeah, it does start.
I don't think you can auto guide. You wouldn't need to auto guide on a planet because you're taking such short exposures.
But your specific application, is that supported or not supported?
I don't think.
Like the sun is a good example. People will auto guide on the sunspot. So if you're doing like long exposures and hydrogen alpha, you can stack them.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't really used it for that. I'm sorry. Any other questions?
Do you know if there's any way to rename it? Like, I love to run the video and at 3 a.m. I can get coffee for getting to switch. Is there any way to rename it?
To rename?
Yeah.
It's very easy.
Yeah, you can. Don't have it up here.
Yeah, where he showed the setting that had the name with the serial number on it. You go into that, the personalization, and name it bills, ASI or Pro, or ASI or Plus. And that way, StarPlay, but that's not going to screen copies. So you can name it, it's yours. That's what I would join. I do highly recommend you change your password when you set that up, because it comes to default like 138. So you want something that you really connect to it.
Yeah, right here, you can change, modify here. And I don't know if I actually went into that, I didn't, but yeah, you can probably change this name here. I'm not sure if it'll change this or actually give you a name that just shows up.
Change whatever you want.
Yeah, it's pretty, you can modify this thing pretty good. Anything else?
Well, so, I was gonna say, I don't know much about the ASL program, I thought it shared one thing I do know, which is how to corrupt the movie part. I understand you gotta turn it off with the remote device, so that you just flip the switch.
Yeah.
It's not there.
Yeah, I try to always go in, I should slide it.
Yeah, slide it in.
Yeah.
Your iPad or your iPhone.
Yeah, because you can really corrupt, I guess.
First time I used it, I just turned it off on the.
Yeah.
Side of the phone, I think it's screwed up.
Yeah. When I first got mine, I just took the SD card and plugged it in the computer, and I just made a backup file with the whole card. So if something did happen, you can just back it right up.
There's a program you can download for free that I used with the raspberry Pi, it's called Pi Bake, and we take a complete image of your card.
So I have the Accelerator Pro and the Plus. I just upgraded to the Plus, and the Plus 32 is for 32 gig is $299, and for 256 gig is $100. But I've successfully used a 1 2 terabyte thumb drive, which you can buy for anywhere from $50 for 10 terabyte, and $28 for 2 terabyte from Amazon. Perfectly fine, so you don't really need to spend that extra $100. And it works perfectly fine.
Yeah, and that's with the,
And you can even get the mini Samsung drives. I have mini Samsung drives that will plug into there and work fine. It's a 5 terabyte, and it works perfectly fine.
so instead of getting the plus, you just go with the mini, plug it in.
Yeah, you don't have to buy the 256 Plus and save yourself $80.
Oh, yeah. Save yourself a USB port too.
Yes.
I had a question about your live stacking. When you do a live stacking, are you taking your clacks at the beginning of the session?
Yeah, you would basically, when you click on the flats, it'll, you need to go back to preview mode first, and you select the team. Set your light panel on, go back to your live stack, click lights, and then you would basically, you can either choose auto, or you can do a preview on the preview and see what your exposure, you know, you keep it at like 20,000 or a little above. But yeah, that's how you kind of jump back and forth on the live stacking between live and preview. But it's real simple. You know, the same with the darts. You just go back and go to the live, just stick your cap on. Yeah, that's the only time you really got to do things is with the flaps. Yeah. What else? All right. Thank you, guys.
Okay, folks. This one. You guys hear me okay? Okay. So our next speaker is David Green, and he'll be talking to us about escapes with the DSLR and mounts. David will also, weather depending, will have either a workshop outside tonight that a sign-up sheet for, or if not, I think he has a backup plan. He'll let you know about that. But David Green is a Beckley resident, is a West Virginia coal miner with 18 years of underground mining experience. He currently works as a mine rescue team member and a miner instructor. He started in photography, creating training videos for his fellow miners. After learning the operation of the digital camera, he began exploring possibilities. His love for the night sky, West Virginia landscapes, and digital art are evident in his work. Let's welcome David Green.
Thanks, Bill. Do what? Okay. No, we're good. It's got little nervous. Never thought I'd be giving a astrophotography presentation in Eco Carver. It's pretty cool to have you. I wish I could have made it this morning, but this trip up here, we're from Beckley, which is the southern part of the state. We're about 3 hours from here. This trip up here was sort of tagged onto our summer vacation. And this is my family back here. My wife, Nikki, the tie-dye, Isabella in the middle looking awkward, and Olivia there on the end. the beach today. So we got her up early, and she's like, well, I didn't realize we were going to some damn nerd fest. So, needless to say, she's a little bit disappointed about the trip, but no, it's good. I gave this same presentation in Green Bank, in the observatory there at StarQuest, and Abe was lucky enough to listen to me twice, but he was there, and I had to laugh looking at the list of presenters there, because I'm looking down the list, and it's like, Dr. so-and-so from, the school of blah, 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 and so-and-so with the PhD, and it's like everybody on the list, has letters before and after their name, and I was on there as Dave, and I'm not even a junior, and so, but the presenters today, I know these guys, this is awesome, I consider Abe and John both good friends, not to say that, we listened to Abe's introduction there, and that was nothing less than intimidating. He's an engineer, PE, and at least John, he's not even a junior either. So I said, John, where'd you go to college? He said, I didn't go to college. So, well, you both, buddy. So, but nonetheless, here we are. A little bit about myself. I'm a coal miner. Like Bill said, I've been in the industry for almost 20 years now, actually. And the last 12 years I've worked on a mine rescue team. And oddly enough, it was in the coal industry where I first got into photography. Our company that we worked for around 2012 and before that, we made training videos internally. So if we wanted to train coal miners via video on, say, some safety protocol or some piece of equipment or whatever it was, we had a guy, and he had a couple of cameras, and he had a computer with editing software, and he had the lighting, and most importantly, he had the know-how to get these videos made. And so we could get these videos made. Around 2012, this guy left the company, and they brought the cameras, and they brought the lighting, and they brought the computer to me and another guy that's on the mine rescue team. And they said, you guys are now responsible for making these videos. And if that was okay, consider, well, we have the cameras, and we have the computer, and we have the lighting, but we ain't got the know-how, okay? And so, we did what you do, and we watched some YouTube videos, learned how to turn the camera on, and, first couple videos really sucked. And, but we kept at it, and we kept learning, kept making videos, and eventually we sucked less. And so I think that's a good goal for all of us to have, is just to suck a little less each day, right? So, but in all of that, I found a love for photography. I enjoyed it. I bought myself a DSLR, and just taking pictures of the kids. They were little and cute back then, and so, I had